Hello and welcome to my show. Thanks for joining me on day 4 for the 4th round of the Wells Fargo Championship and EA Sports PGA Tour. So at the end of the 3rd round, I was in the lead. Well, let's see if I can hang on to that lead. So without further ado, let's get started. I think I've had a pretty good chance of winning this one at this point. First couple of rounds were a bit rough, but I managed to get my groove back on about round 3, so hopefully I can continue that trend.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, it's live final round coverage of the Wells Fargo Championship. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further.
Well, I'm ahead by 8 strokes, so I'm going to have to really screw up to get this one going badly. So I think I stand a pretty good chance of winning. Possible spoiler. So as you can see on this one, I've been using the 3-click system.
Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
On my next tournament, I think I'm probably going to go for the analog sticks, just to mix it up a little bit. Alright, so we're going into the wind and 27 feet down. I think they're more or less going to cancel each other out. In fact, I might even still go a little long just because of that wind. But not too much. Alright, see if I can get close here. A little longer than I probably would have liked, but
how good are these players?
It'll do.
Lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green.
So we're downhill a little, but not a lot. With some left to right. This could be a long shot for a birdie, but we'll see. Oh,
yes, that's the way to start the day. It is a birdie here at the opening hole.
Thank you, thank you.
Moves to 21 under par. Now to the second hole, the par 4, and Frank, what's in store for the players?
Opposite shaped hole to the opening hole. This one doglegs to the left, and those enormous oak trees have really become a problem with the tee shots. No use trying to go over them or around them. Just follow the fairway and play your second shot back uphill.
Okay. Well, much like last time, I think I'm just going to keep this a pretty good hit. See if I can't keep it on the fairway. Oop. All right, I lucked out there, I'll admit it.
There's no way that ball could have gone through the tree, but somehow it did. It's finished up actually all right.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay.
I mean, I totally meant to do that.
158 yards left to the hole. Coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
It's absolutely my intention from the get-go. Aim for that branch. All right, see if we can get close on this one. Might be a little right, I think. But it shouldn't be too bad.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
That'll work.
This is an 11-foot putt.
It's a downhill putt is what it is. Some hard right to left. That's going to be interesting. I'll settle for close. Denied. I should be able to finish off here, though. Or not.
Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank.
All right. Well, it kind of negates my opening birdie.
Okay, it's a bogey.
But I'm
Here's
still
the
in front.
second. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Start of this golf course, Frank, asking the players to hit some quality shots. T2 green, third is no different.
Exactly. You get a dogleg right, then you get a dogleg left, and now you get a straightaway par 4 with just one bunker on the right side. It's 320 yards to get past that bunker. Needless to say, it needs to be avoided. But then the second shot's played downhill, but it's right there in front of you.
So what you're saying is blast it as hard as you can. Gotcha.
Smoked that drive.
Well,
A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
All right, so just a step or two
It's not the
into
fairway.
that first cut. Here's his second to the par 4.
But it's also not a problem. Okay. Pitching wedge. 9-iron looks a little too much. Pitching wedge, not quite enough. But if we go with the finesse shot, we can be a little bit more precise. So let's do that. Alright, 151 yards, 7-mile-an-hour wind left to right. It's going to catch it some, so I'm going to aim a bat out here. Hopefully the wind will just pull it back in. Might land pretty close. Except for the tree, which I didn't notice. Now, remember what I said about having to screw up pretty bad in order to lose this? Keep watching. It might be about to happen. Alright, let's just try and get this close. For realsies this time.
Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots, they're just as important.
All right. for par. It's uphill. Some right to left. Not too much. Ooh. Whatever I had yesterday, I think I lost it today.
That one in for a bogey here at the
Two
third.
bogeys.
They'll fall back to minus 19.
That is no bueno.
Interesting for the 2017 PGA Championship. This fourth hole was brand new. How'd they do, Frank?
Not bad, to be honest. Rich, you know, Tom Fazio came in, did all this marvellous work, found a little area overhead where the players start to sort of turn around and play the very, very next hole. And this par 3 just sort of sits out there in front of you with not much around it. But it is quite deceptive. Those 3 bunkers in front, you have to be respectful of wind and carry.
Okay. So, 5 feet down, 6-mile-an-hour wind, and an 8-iron. I'm not gonna run that short at all. I'm just gonna pretty much hit this. The 8-iron is not gonna give me much trouble. It should stick pretty well to the green once it lands. But that wind is gonna give it some. So I'm just going to try and get somewhat close with a bit of luck.
This one's looking good. Okay,
I'll take
good
that.
Shot and a putt for birdie here at number 4.
I'll take those all day. Alright, very gentle right to left. See if I can't get one of those bogeys back. Would be nice. Oh,
Got it
man.
there, but not quite on target.
Now, you saw that right to left there, right? That was the thing. I didn't imagine that. Felt like they should have gone.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Here's another really good par 4. 449-yard fifth. And what's crucial here is to split those 2 bunkers guarding the landing area right at the dogleg to the right. If you're able to do that, good chance to make a birdie.
I think I am able to do that. So let's try and do that.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well.
That wasn't bad at all.
This game not just about length, it's about putting the ball in the right position, and that's what he's done. Really a good opportunity to make a birdie. Let's see what he can do from 87 yards, second shot.
All right. So we got some wind, but we're under 100 yards, so it shouldn't push it that far over. We do get a little rollback sometimes on the finesse shot, so I'm just going to play a little long. See if this works. Oh!
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
I think that's pretty damn good. Alright, so I've got a little left to right on my feet, but then a little right to left just beyond the hole, which makes me think this is going to be pretty much dead straight. So I'm just going to hit it.
Nicely played. It's a birdie at the fifth.
I will take that.
He gets it to 20 under par. Now to the longest par 3 of the golf course. It is the 6th, 249 yards. It does play downhill. Frank, 3's a good score here.
It is. I know that green looks quite big, protected by the bunker in front as well as the one over the back of the green. But often what happens is once you come out of those shooter trees and start to go on the downhill portion of this hole, you can actually get some cross breezes that just sort of blow through across the top of the green. And often that takes the ball out of the sky, and it can easily come up short.
Driver? I do not think so. Hybrid's too much even. 3-iron looks a bit more sensible. Even that might be too much. So I seem to recall in my previous rounds I always end up rolling this ball right off the back of the green. So I'm going to try and spin it back just to slow it down. Let's see what happens. That seems much better.
Catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. This is a 9-footer.
Okay. So we've got some right to left. Not masses of it, but a little uphill. All right. Another birdie. That would certainly make me comfortable. I'm still pretty far in front, though, I think.
Yeah, well done.
But that will help.
Birdie's here on this front side. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Back-to-back birdies
So coming off that
after
tough
back-to-back bogeys.
9-yard par 3 sixth. Get a chance to maybe get one back at the reachable 7th. It's a par 5 at 546 yards.
Okay. So, what you're saying is, smash it really, really hard. I can do that.
And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
Okay. Well, 7's probably going to be about right. Should go over the trees. That's going to compensate for the wind, which I think is going to put me about there. Well, let's find out. That looks pretty good. Oh yeah.
But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
It really did. Okay, can we get another one? 3 in a row?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's for
how
eagle.
you
Wow, I
take
didn't even
advantage of
notice.
a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
All right, it's very hard to imagine I'm going to
Interesting
lose
part of
this.
the golf course, the long 3 and then the short 5 and now a short par 4. How gettable is this one, Frank?
I think you need your Sunday best, Rich, maybe a little bit of help, but even the strategy of laying up here is quite interesting. The 2 bunkers on the left, well staggered, and that big gaping bunker in the front right of the green. It's really how well you're swinging. I'd give it a crack. Take the head cover off.
Yeah, I feel like this hole is my nemesis. Every single time I try and get the green in one, I land in the sand. So this time I'm going to aim for the sand and let the wind do its thing to carry me over. Maybe, just maybe, I can roll it up there. Or it'll go straight into the sand.
Might be able to cover this.
Alright, well, it's not the sand.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So after the missed fairway, his second now from the rough at 8.
Alright. The important thing is it's not in the sand. And everyone can stop calling me David Hasselhoff. It's a Happy Gilmore reference for you. Alright.
Coming off the eagle, this for birdie.
I have to say, I do like the commentary in this one better than in 2K23. I don't know, it just seems a bit more on point. I feel like 2K23 is quite vague, and it gets really repetitive really quickly. I mean, don't get me wrong, this one repeats itself too. But, I don't know, it feels a bit more immersive, I guess, than 2K23 does. Oh.
Goodness, that was too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Okay, that in.
I think par is fine right now. I definitely have some wiggle room.
Of this tournament. Down to the ninth, better than 500 yards, and it is a par 4. Is this one of the hardest holes in the course, Frank?
It certainly is. It's a great way to finish this front nine. Dogleg left, and they put the bunker right where you want to aim it, down that right side. So now you've got to go a little closer to the trees, but don't go left. Please don't go left.
Sounds like a warning. YOLO.
That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing. High launch angle. That was just about perfect. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
124 yards to the front portion of the green. 136 all the way to the hole. Pin just on. Pin smack bang in the middle.
Okay, so thank you for telling me what the game already did. All right. Do have a little wind. Not too much though. But I think the fact that it's kind of blowing towards 2 o'clock might just give me the extra yardage to negate that 11-foot elevation difference. So let's try it.
The looks of this one.
Yep, that worked out about right.
An electric start. Already we're seeing birdies galore, and another great iron shot setting up another.
This would be a good way to finish off the front side.
Yes, it would. Watch me screw it up. You see?
A good opportunity lost there. Okay, that's in first par here at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. The 11th hole is 592 yards. It's obviously a par 5, and it is the longest hole here at Quail Hollow.
Alrighty then. So I guess it's another one where I just blast the crap out of it and see where it lands. Yeah. Close enough. Well, the finesse shot is not going to get me there. The approach will. Actually, the finesse might. Considering the 21-foot drop and the extra roll on the hybrid, this might actually be the way to go. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with it and try and slow it down once it hits. As much as I can, anyway. Not enough.
Really hit that second shot.
If I was in the fairway, I may have gotten away with that.
But Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
It's going to be the flop. 2 feet up. So aim just a little long. The wind will have minimal effect. They should get close. Oh yeah.
Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off a back 9. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. The 11th hole was lengthened in recent years, making this a pretty challenging par 4. What do you think, Frank?
It is, Rich. The 2 bunkers down the left side are almost all the distances that you would think of if you lay up or you go for it with a driver. So you have to respect that and just go a little right. It's a lovely tee shot, the way in which it flows in amongst the trees, though, on either side. And a deceptively quick green from back to front.
It's all the things. Alright. I'm just going to blast it. I think I can skip over that bunker. Here's hoping. Oh yeah, and then some. Watch out, woman in green shorts.
Oh, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Ball not sitting too badly here at number 11. This is second shot.
It's long, but in the rough. I'm not saying anything. Okay. See this one rolling back somewhat. See what happens. That'll do.
It's been a beautiful round of golf today. It's been a clinic with the irons, and well, more evidence there. The swing, the strike, and look how close that is.
Okay. This doesn't look too bad. Famous last words, though, of course.
Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at
I'll take it.
And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. It's another really pretty hole.
I really did surprise myself after the first couple of rounds. I wasn't liking my chances too much.
Not getting the fairway off the tee. Again, it's a green light situation.
When he's right, he's right.
That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done.
Yep, that'll work for me. Alright, tailwind. Plus 8 feet up. I don't think the 8 feet's going to make a whole bunch of difference, but the wind might a little. So let's try and play it just a little safe here. Well, in saying that, there's a little left to right slope on that green, so maybe I won't go quite as far over because it's probably going to roll to the right a little when it lands.
And this is looking really good.
Just a beautiful
not bad.
performance, and this round looks like it's going to get even better. Just a beautiful iron shot. The sound off that club face.
Now this for another birdie.
Another? Inconceivable. Not really, it's just a video game.
The run here, that a third consecutive birdie, and this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. Par 3 13th hole, 208 yards, and this begins a series of holes that will test even our best players.
And the fast green on top of it. You know, Quail Hollow, Rich, as we know, is some of the quickest greens on the PGA Tour. Anything above the hole on this green is going to be very, very fast. Also, the right side of this green, if you look carefully, if you try and hit your iron shot at the right side, it has a tendency to kick further right, and more than often, it actually rolls off the green.
Indeed. So we've got a tailwind. It's going to carry this ball some, and this is going to roll a little when it hits anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to aim for right about here, I think. See if we can avoid going off the back of the green.
Wow, that is about all you can say there. Expertly judged.
Thank you.
A brilliant tee shot. This for birdie.
That was a good tee shot. I'm quite happy with it.
Oh, everything going right now. That a fourth consecutive birdie. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shouting. And now it's on to the 14th, another drivable par 4. This one measuring under 350 yards. Water all along the left side of the fairway. And a long, slender green awaits.
That driver is going to be way too much. I think the driver is going to go right off the bat. Could even end up in the water. So I'm just going to play it safe, I think. Go with the hybrid. Maybe I can roll it pretty close. The driver's asking for trouble, though.
Not quite on this 14th green, but pretty close. That's taking a risk, but it is a very good effort off the tee.
Indeed. Okay, so we're going with a standard pitch shot. Probably roll just a little, but not much. Wind's going to have fairly minimal impact at this range. All right.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck.
Always underestimate how far
another
those pitch
birdie.
shots tend to roll.
Well, I've really been impressed with how he's handled the speed on the greens, but this one is going to be a tester down the hill.
It is down the hill, but then it's up the hill. So, what do you do with that? Try and get close. That's what I do. Oh, go on. Hey!
There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. He moves
5 in
to
a row?
28 under par. 15th hole, the par 5 is 577 yards, and a chance here to really turn the momentum in your
Can
favor.
he be
You're right,
stopped?
Rich. Very much a swing hole because eagles are in play, 6s and 7s are also
No.
in play.
Quite honestly,
Requires
at this
a long
point,
tee shot. You could say that on any par 5,
it's
but a
over.
long one downhill is going to go even further. And then if you've got the ability to hit your second shot very, very high, if you can do that, you can carry the front bunker, and then you start to bring eagle in play. But with a tee shot or with a second shot, and 6s, 7s, anything's in play.
Oh dear. Missed left a little, but I think it's going to work out.
Tell you what, the game's just coming easy right about now. 5 straight birdies on the card and another beautiful tee shot here.
All right, 24 feet up and into the wind. 6 is not going to get there. 5 seems like a better bet. Be tricky to get it close, though. That's 200 yards with that wind. It's going to be interesting. Oh! Holy moly!
Oh, what a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5.
Oh, this went straight in the hole.
Eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a
Which
second.
is also what she
I
said.
know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Alright. Another eagle would be pretty awesome. But a birdie will do.
Oh, yeah, what a putt there. A second eagle of the round, no less. He has been on his game so far.
Yeah, I think this one's over.
Here it is, folks, the Green Mile, one of the most daunting finishing stretches in the game. It begins with a 506-yard par 4 16th, a dogleg to the right, demanding a draw on the second shot to take on the water. Missed the green right, and it is a treacherous downhill shot to a green that runs away to the water. Good luck.
What's that you say? Hit it super hard? Well, alrighty then. Was that too hard? Nah, it's okay.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. This is an approach shot that will really test a player. Second to the 16th.
Indeed. 162 yards and a 5-mile-an-hour wind. But 9 feet down. So I think it's just the right to left wind I have to worry about.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
It's not bad.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
Now this for another birdie.
Some right to left and just a little left to right at the end, so I'm not gonna overthink this. This should be nice and straight.
That a poor roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And that score continues to impress. He is now at 31 under par. So much can happen here at the 17th. Par 3, 223 yards. This is where tournaments are won or lost. And it's also the signature hole here at Quail Hollow. What do you think of it, Frank?
It's tough, Rich. It really is, because you have to make a decision. It plays about half a club downhill. That's 5 yards. And then the tendency is to try and aim it too straight, or in layman's term, try and hit too good a shot. Please, just aim a little to the right. Put another yard or two on your tee shot to the right side. Just respect that. And then you'll have an outside chance of making 2. You will gain on the field. I promise you.
I respect that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't actually lose at this point. I don't think it's actually possible within the parameters of the game scoring system to lose this tournament at this juncture. So make of that what you will.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green.
Damn right.
A long one coming up here for birdie.
It is that. And downhill. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
There aren't many golf courses that are both menacing and beautiful. Quail Hollow certainly is in that category, and this is a great example. The finishing hole, 494 yards, the 18th. It's a downhill tee shot. It is framed by that nasty bunker on the right. The real trouble, though, and we've seen this with tournaments through the years that have come down to the wire, is that stream on the left. If you
don't I know it
a little bit too far,
see my previous videos on
then
this
there's that
course
uphill
for
second shot.
more
The stream
information.
is still in play. There's a lot going on here on this finishing hole.
I think that's going to work. Watch out, birdie.
Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. Now, note his second from the fairway.
110 yards to the front, 145 to the hole. Player has to contend with this left to right breeze.
Yeah, he's not wrong. And 14 feet up. Might just want to give this a little over 100% just to make sure I get there. Okay. That'll
I
work.
always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Great way to
Thank
finish
you,
off
thank
the
you.
final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Okay, it'd be nice to finish with a birdie, but to be fair, it really doesn't make any difference at this point. For the win.
Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that is officially going to do it. It's a round of 59. Just a marvelous performance, Frank. Look, I know you love EA Sports. You play all the games. You might win Madden football by double digits, right? It is football. But in golf,
Thank you.
double-digit victories?
Now where's the
That's
cash?
rare. That doesn't happen a whole lot.
You're right. It looked like we were playing Madden the way it was like, instead of touchdown after touchdown, it was, knock it to a foot, knock it to another foot, another birdie, another eagle. Just incredible. They just boat raced the field.
So that's a wrap for all of us at EA Sports PGA Tour. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time on the road to the Masters.
And that's going to be a wrap for me today on the Wells Fargo. So as it turned out, I was able to come back. But feel free to join me next time. In the next tournament, I'm going to play all 4 rounds using the analog stick just to mix it up a little bit. And maybe you'll see the difference in terms of the scoring, because the analog sticks tend to be a little bit more difficult, a little easier to get it wrong. So join me next time for the next tournament. Until then, stay fresh, cheese bags.